Hello, this is Mr. Wynn. Today's lesson will be solving absolute value equations. So first, know the definition. The absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 on a number line. So let's consider absolute value of x equals 4. Basically, this is asking what number is 4 spots away from 0 on the number line. There's just two answers. I could be at positive 4, because 0 to 4 is 4 spaces. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hops, 4 hops. Right? Now also there's a negative answer, negative 4, because negative 4 to 0 is also 4 units. 1 hops, 2 hops, 3 hops, 4 hops. So basically there are two cases. Like they said right here, absolute value of negative 4 is positive 4, that's 4. Absolute value of positive 4 is still positive 4. Basically just make the number inside positive. So again, there are two cases, one positive, one negative. Let me see, yeah. So I'm write this. The main idea is two cases. One positive and one negative. Alright, make sure you know that these are absolute value symbols, these bars. Those are not parentheses. Alright, so here's an example. Example 1, solve this. The absolute value of x plus 10 equals 13. So we're going to do two cases, case 1 and case 2. Now those are absolute value signs. We can't technically work with them. So we're going to do a trick. We're going to make them parentheses, but you can't just turn them parentheses for no reason. So I'm going to do this, put parentheses x plus 10 plus 13 and this. Remember how I said there's a positive case and a negative case? Well, we can create the positive case by putting a positive 1 in front of the parentheses. We can create the negative case by putting a negative 1 in front of the parentheses. Now this is just a regular algebra problem we solved like before. We distribute first. Y'all notice when you distribute a positive 1, nothing really happens. And that's okay. I'll just solve this whole side. So we prepare the problem, step 0. Step 1 is get the letter one side, x on the left, that's fine, skip that. Step 2 is add or subtract first. We gotta subtract this 10. So x equals 3, x already by itself, that is the answer. So I'll just leave that there for now. Now the other side, same thing, prepare the problem, distribute first. Remember, we're distributing a negative 1. So that's negative x minus 10 equals 13. Letters one side, done. Add or subtract first. So I'm going to add that 10 to both sides. So I'm at negative x equals positive 23. Now x is not by itself. That negative sign's there. If y'all forgot, if there's a negative in front of the letter, that really means that's negative 1 there. So this is negative 1x. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. So this is gone. This is just an x. This other side is negative 23. That's my other answer. So two cases, two answers. Now the one thing about absolute value is you must check your answer. You got to plug it back in. Sometimes they both work. Sometimes one only works. Sometimes neither work, which will mean no solution. So if I put a 3 into this problem, that'd be 3 plus 10 is 13. Absolute value of 13 equals 13. Well, absolute value of 13 stays 13. 13 is 13. That's good. So this answer worked out. We got 13 equals 13. Right, if I try the other one, I got to plug in what, negative 23? Negative 23 plus 10, well that is negative 13 inside. The absolute value of a negative number turns to positive. 13 equals 13, that's also true. So this is good, 13 equals 13. This one had two solutions, two cases, both worked. Here's another one. Solve this. Ooh, this is a bit harder, but that's fine, same steps. I see absolute value sign, I got to turn the parentheses and do the two cases, case 1 and case 2. And instead of writing the word case, I can just say C1, C2. So turn to parentheses. Now I didn't tell you, if there's a number in front of the parentheses already, you just multiply it by the positive 1 or negative 1. So case 1 I like positive, so positive 1 times positive 2 is still 2. Over here, negative 1 times positive is negative 2, so it's negative 2 in front of the parentheses. So you can notice we're not changing anything in the problem. We don't change the signs. We just turn to parentheses and put something in front of the parentheses. Positive number or negative number. And then we just solve the problem like normal. Prepare your problem by distributing first in the combined terms if possible. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 1 is positive 2. Minus x equals 3x minus 4. Combined terms. The left side has things I can combine. The right side doesn't. This has a 2x minus x, which combines to a single 1x. 2 equals 3x minus 4. I get the letter one side. I move the smaller one, x. 1x is smaller than 3x, so I'm going to subtract x to both sides. So 2 equals 2x minus 4. Now that the letter is on one side, I'm going to add and subtract first, divide, multiply, divide last. So I'm going to add 4 both sides. That makes it 6 equals 2x. X is almost by itself. I divide last, so I'm going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 3. There's 1. Other side, let's try it. I'm going to distribute first. Remember, this is negative 2. Distribute. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. This is still minus x. This is still 3x minus 4. We still got combined terms. Remember, on the left side you can combine things. The right side you cannot. So negative 2x minus 1x, that makes negative 3x. Minus 2 equals 3x minus 4. Get the variable on one side. I see a negative 3x on the left, 3x on the right. I'm the smaller one, so I'm going to move that negative 3x by adding 3x to both sides. So my left side is negative 2 equals 3x minus 4. Now the variables on one side, add and subtract first, divide or multiply last. So I'm going to add this 4 to both sides. So that is 2 equals 6x. Divide last, so I'm going to divide by 6. So x is 2, 6. Reduce that to 1/3. So here are 2 answers, but make sure you check your answer. Plug it in. I'm going to do this in my head. If I put a 3 here, that's a 4. Absolute value 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Minus 3. That gives me the left side of 5. On the right side, 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 4 is 5. 5 equals 5. That checks out. That's good. If I try the right side, 1/3. Let's see, 1/3 plus 1 is 4/3 times 2 is 8/3. 8/3 minus 1/3 gives me 7/3 to the left side. Right here, that's 1/3. 1/3 times 3 is 1. Minus 4 is negative 3. Now those are not the same, so this does not work. This solution failed. So this one has one solution, x equals 3. Alright, example 3, last one. Same thing, absolute value sign, so I do the 2 cases, case 1 and case 2. So positive, parentheses, positive 1 parentheses, like that. And leave everything else the same. The other one is negative 1 parentheses. Remember, there's a number in front, you just change the sign of the number. Keep it, make it a positive version, then a negative version of that number. And we solve like the same as always. Distribute. Again, we distribute a positive 1, nothing really changes. Combine like terms. The negative 2 and the 8 make a positive 6. Add and subtract first, so subtract 6 both sides. 3x equals negative 5. And then divide last, divide 3, divide 3. X equals negative 5/3. So that's one answer. Other side, distribute this, negative 1. Negative 3x plus 2 plus 8 equals 1. Combine like terms. The 2 and the 8 combined together to make 10. And subtract first. Minus 10, minus 10. Negative 3x equals negative 9. And divide last. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. X equals positive 3. Make sure you check your answer. I'm going to check 3 first. If I do 3, 3 times 3 is 9 minus 2 is 7. Absolute value of 7 plus 8 equals 1. Well, absolute value of 7 is just 7. 7 plus 8 equals 1. 15 equals 1. That is false. This did not work. That was an extraneous solution, extra answer. I'm going to try negative 5/3. So, negative 5/3 here. Negative 5/3 times 3 is just negative 5. Minus 2 in absolute value plus 8. I'll go over here. So negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. Plus 8 should equal 1. 7 plus 8 should equal 1. Again, I got 15 equals 1. Well, it's just false, so this did not work. Both answers failed here. If both answers fail, you have to say no solution. No solution is a circle with a slash through it. All right, here's a evaluate. Sorry, example 4. Evaluate is not to solve. It's not two cases. Just plug in and see what the answer is. So it says plug in k equals negative 10. So just substitution. 2 times negative 10 plus 5. It's kind of like PEMDAS. Absolute values like parentheses. Not quite, but just do the inside first. So keep this 5 alone. 2 times negative 10 is negative 20 plus 5. I'm just scoot over to the side over here. So 5 plus absolute value of negative 15. Once there's a single number inside absolute value sign, just make it positive, and then the absolute value sign disappears. So that negative 15 is by itself. I'm going to turn it to a positive 15 because that's what the absolute value sign does. Then 5 plus 15 is just 20. That is my answer. So it's a simple plug in and simplify. And the last thing is you might have to create an absolute value equation from a word problem. If you do, just use this formula. The absolute value of x minus a, which is the average, equals r, the range. So for example, most tennis rackets have a 110-inch head, square inch head. That is your average, that's a. Plus or minus 25 square inches. This right here is our range. Write and solve the absolute value equation to determine the least and greatest possible sizes. We'll just write this, we want to solve it. Solve is the same thing as examples 1, 2, and 3. But the absolute value of x minus a was 110, equals r. That is our equation. If you solve that, it's going to tell you that the lowest racket would be what, 85, and the largest racket would be 135. All right, and that should be it. Here's the practice problem. See me do it. The answer is just 6. The one will work out, the other one will not. But if you can do that, you should be fine for class. Again, this is Mr. Wynn. Thanks for watching. See you in class. Bye.